amazing work that you're seeing right here. The team behind me is Brian Baluku. He will introduce himself, Drake, and Chris, and Shafiq, and Divine in their absentia. Yeah. So the ones who are going to introduce themselves, the ones who are available, please introduce yourselves. And then thereafter, you can pass it on to the other. I'll start with myself. My name is Faith Quera, and I've been a Wikimedian for 6 years now, since 2020, and it's been an amazing journey. I'm going to be the team lead for Wiki Loves Folklore 2025, and I'm super excited to have this journey walk with you. Thank you. Over to you, Brian.
Yep. Brian is not yet here.
Drake,
maybe
over.
Chris. Okay. Hello, colleagues. Once again, I am Drake Tamale. I am on the COT for this year's Wiki Loves Folklore campaign, and I'm happy with the attendance. You are almost welcome. Let us do this. Thank you. Over to you, Bernard.
Thank you to me. Thank you, Greg. I'm actually Chris Bernard, part of the COT for this year. A proud Wikimedian. We shall be moving together through this campaign. I'll effortlessly trying to help you throughout the journey of this campaign, which will be running as it will be shared. That's all I got. Yeah, over to you. Over to you, Frank, so that you can take us to the next step.
Okay. If Brian is not around, maybe I could take us to the next item on the itinerary, which is the welcome remarks, of course, which have been mentioned, and then, of course, the background of Wiki Loves Folklore in the user group. First of all, before mentioning how Wiki Loves Folklore came into the user group, I'd like to note that I'd like to give you a brief of what Wiki Loves Folklore in Uganda is. First of all, Wiki Loves Folklore is a part of that is organized annually, part of the activities that are organized annually at the Wikimedia Commons to document folk cultures in Uganda. This project started in 2022. Conversation started in 2022 between me, Drake, and Erina. I don't know if most of you know Erina, but Erina is usually in the background. But conversation started in 2022 between the three of us. And then we started in 2023 actively, but with no budget. But we started without a budget. So in 2024, we actually got a budget, and it was our first time to actually have more participants and have more leverage and, you know, have more mandate at this time. So we thank God for the user group for actually coming and giving us a budget in 2024. So we created awareness amongst the Ugandan contributors who have been contributing to this project since 2023, right? So what is the scope of or the thematic area of what we are looking for? This is, first of all, a photographical contest, which is focused on folk cuisine, folk culture, and the categories such as, but is not limited to, folk festivals, folk dances, folk music, folk activities, folk games, folk wear, folk, name it, anything folk tradition, including ballads, folk tales, fairy tales, legends, you know, all those things that come to your mind. Like, for example, that song that has played in the background, it should also be documented. Yeah. Does anyone know the song that played in the background? Do you know that song that actually Drake was playing? And it was actually mandated. Yeah. It was done so that you actually understand what we're in, you know? So we also have things like folk games, like the games that we used to play back in the day, like Kwepena, like Ludo, like Dool, you know, all of that entailed. And that is what we are going to be documenting. We also have seasonal events. The seasonal events I could talk about is Mbalu. Yeah, I think last year we documented Mbalu. There was a picture about Mbalu last year. and also a highlight about it, which was amazing. I mean, it had never been documented before since we started since we started the Wikimedia Commons. It had never been documented before, but I'm grateful that it was documented last year. I think it was by Brian. Yeah. So we also have calendar customs. Yeah, what calendar customs are there in the Basoga? What calendar customs are there in Bunyoro? We are also looking at that. We also have the folk arts. Folk arts is what kind of drama exists within a certain culture, within the Batwa, and then we also have the folk religion. What kind of religion exists between, say, the Banyankole? Batembuzi is still there, the Bachwezi is still there, something like that. And of course, mythologies like the existence of God, mythologies like the existence of the Bachwezi versus the existence of Kintu and Nambi, things like that. That will all have to be documented. But this documentation will all have to come with proof and citations from other documents like newspapers and what. But for people who are going to go for the photo hunt, we'll provide you with certain resources to actually go and check out these monuments. Yeah. Okay. The thematic area, the scope has been mentioned, but now we're looking at the thematic area, the subcategories of the thematic area. So the subcategories include folk dance, I had mentioned that, folk magic, even folk museums for those in GLAM. You can tell us about what is happening in the museums, folk religion and folk music, traditional music. If there's anything about wrestling, please feel free to also jump in. Thank you very much for that. Have I left out anything? Drake? Because Drake and I were the first, Drake and I and Erina were the first in Uganda to bring out this project. Yeah. So Drake, have I left out anything? Yeah, if I've left out anything in regards to its existence since 2022, feel free to pinch in. Thank you, Drake. Over to you, Drake. If there's anything I've left out, just let me know. But I think I've said most everything. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I just wanted to remind us that this is the third Wiki Loves Folklore campaign we are running. We started the first one was in 2023. We didn't have awards because it wasn't funded, but last year it was a blast. We had awards, we had winners because we had some funding, and this year hopefully we'll have funding so that we can do the same things we did last year. So this will be the third one that we're running. I would like to thank Baluku. Baluku worked with us in 2023 when we launched our first Wiki Loves Folklore campaign, and he's still been on the COT up to now. Just to mention that we have a campaign page, which is you see I've displayed here. If you can see my screen, I hope you can see the screen. So this is our homepage for the campaign in Uganda. We are starting earlier because we don't want to collide with another campaign which shall be in March. So we are going to take advantage of the month of February to do most of the things, and also this final week of January. So we hope that you will enjoy the campaign. We shall give you great support. We shall be here for you. If there's anything you want to ask, the first person should be Faith, but also among the COT, there's Brian, there is Bernard. Just reach out to us and we'll be able to do this campaign. Thank you very much. I would like to hand over to Brian if he's on, so that we can continue. I don't know whether the introductions are complete. If they are, then we can proceed. Faith, in case they are not complete, please get back the mic.
Yeah, thank you very much. Brian was supposed to introduce himself, but he didn't. So can we go to the next agenda, please? Next agenda.
Yes. Can I introduce myself?
Please, Brian.
I had already introduced me. Okay, good morning, everyone.
By proxy, yeah, by proxy we introduced you, but you can introduce yourself.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Drake. Thank you, Faith, my fellow COT members and members present today. Thank you so much for sparing some time to come and attend our launch today for Wiki Loves Folklore in Uganda. So everything that we're going to be doing is going to be in relation to our culture, our traditions, and our norms. So I'm only extending a few words on what Faith has already said or mentioned. So initially, this is both an international competition and also a local competition. So within our local competition, we added that we want to tell a story behind those images and those videos. Yes, they say that an image says 1,000+ words, but it would be interesting to know exactly what is the story behind those images that you're uploading, behind those games. Yes, you're going to put there Ludo, you're going to put there this meal. What if someone can look at the image of a certain cuisine that we have, say, Luombo, but someone wants to know, how are we going to prepare that meal? What is the essence of this cultural dance that we are performing? Yes, you're going to say that we have a chikibi, we have Mbalu dance, but why are people dancing that? Yes, you'll see someone putting on a dancing costume and ask, okay, this is a traditional dance, but why are we dancing it? Remember, we have different dances that we dance at different festivals, during harvesting, during circumcision, during weddings, and all that. So that's where we come in with a writing competition that we are going to write articles behind those images or behind that story. You might find that for certain events, we might not have the images, but we want to tell a story. And when you check most of the articles that have been written, say, for example, the deities or the gods, the Nambi, the Chintu, the Kaikus, you're going to find that most of these stories are being written or told by people who are not Ugandans. So I believe that if someone is interested in our local culture more than us, which is good, we can tell the story better and we can dig deep and dive. You might find this person has gotten about deities. What about our meals? What about our dances? What about our games? What about our local places? You can hear about Tanda pits, but what is about the Tanda pits? So we can participate both in the international and local competition. The international competition starts on 1st Feb. And for us, our local competition is starting right away. So immediately after this launch, you're going to join the dashboard, which is going to be helping us to track your edits. So that maybe at the end, we generate the statistics of the top contributors, and we see how we can appreciate the people. So basically, to contribute to this campaign, we are going to be contributing in 2 ways. That is uploading of the media files and also writing articles, then plus creating Wikidata. Wikidata is always very important when it is one of actually the powerful Wikimedia projects that powers most of the Wikipedias. So the ability to know that this article has been translated in Uganda, in Luganda, is going to pass through Wikidata. So when you create a Wikidata item, you'll find that it is going to say, this is in English, this is in Luganda. So they will know that we've translated this article in Luganda. So my topic is basically how to contribute to Wiki Loves Folklore. So as Faith mentioned, that anything related to culture, it can be food, it can be dances, it can be costumes that we are putting on, it can be traditional places or cultural heritage sites, Bigobya Mugenyi, the Nyero rock paintings. You'll find that, yes, we are living in those places and we cannot be able to reach those particular places. Bran is in Bushenyi, is in Barara, there's someone in Gulu, there's someone in Kampala, there's someone next to a monument, there's someone next to so basically we are going to be uploading images. Those who can be able to record videos, yes, also it is very important, though you must remember that Wikimedia Commons accepts certain types of formats such as WebM. So if you have videos, still we can show you how to convert those videos and we upload them. It is very important that before you create an article, you first check whether the article is existing. You'll find that since most of these articles are being written by people, say, who are not native Luganda speakers, you'll find that the names are changing. Find the way they are writing, say, Kayikuzi is going to be different from what we are writing. Maybe where they put a double I or they put this. So that one might be a bit challenging. But all the way, I'm going to wish you a successful campaign. We are going to be within the group to support writing of articles. And since we are writing about traditions and cultures, you might find that somewhere, somehow, we might find ourselves that we have limited references for our information. As most of us, we know that the media houses, they usually publish clickable information, politics, science, and all that. So we might find ourselves diving deep into the books, PDFs that are online there. And most of the times you find that we are using references that are like websites. Yes, if you can find websites there, well and good. If books are there also online, then we can find whatever we want to write about. So even on you'll find that let me try to share my screen here so that maybe I show what we are talking about just in a minute. Faith or Greg, can you confirm whether you're seeing my screen?
Confirmed.
Okay, thank you. So literally, these are our dates. So far, we have no images. And you can look at the samples that we have down here, people working, the dance videos that we have, and the drums and all that. But when you come to the writing competition here, you'll find that when you scroll here, you see we have the local writing competition, and they're saying that you can join the outreach dashboard here. So when you click on this link, it will take you to the outreach dashboard, the one that is going to be helping us to track. So if you already have a Wikimedia account, you'll just click on login with Wikipedia. Then you enter your password. Then you receive this pop-up. Then welcome. So that's how you join the dashboard. So meaning whatever you're going to be editing is going to be tracked. And to those who are going to be writing articles, it is very important we have some of the categories, Wikipedia examples here. Say, for example, Ugandan cuisine, that is about our food. Then also we have traditional dances. And also let me look at the Ugandan mythology. So you can both edit what is there or what you can create a new one. So we are looking at, we have soft drinks and also the different foods that we have here. Someone documented about Chikomando, Kisra, Kwete, Lugbara cuisine, Malewa, Shabwe, Then also Firinda, even we have Senene, even Rolex, Skumawiki, Ugali, and all that. So you can see that most of the foods here are missing. So for example, if we look at Chikomando, then this is what the article is about. Ugandan dish consisting of all these origins and where did it start. So even when you look at, say, for example, the Firinda, so we're going to show that Firinda is a Ugandan source. And when you check here, you find that this is the source of the Firinda. And also you check major ingredients and optional ingredients, even how do you prepare this type of sauce. This is very important for our generations to come. You find that maybe we don't know how to prepare these dishes. So you can come here and at least you get a clue of what is going to come. So even how do you serve it? They give you an example for, you can serve it with kalo, you can serve it with osho, you can serve it with rice and all that. So this is documenting our cultural food. Then if we jump onto the categories of the dances, there are dances based on your traditions that you really know that we don't know. Then you can see that there is the ding ding, Bachisimba or Baksimba. So we added images here. So you find that they're telling you what dance is this, traditional dance originating, what are the movements, and even when is it often performed. So they're telling you that it is often performed during tribal ceremonies, celebration, and festival occasions. So even Lakaraka dance or Lakara dance. So find that this is the folklore. These are the traditional dances that we are documenting about. So even categories, you can, if you're looking for more categories, if you've written, say, about a dance, you can look for one of the dances within this particular category. Say, for example, Ichitaguro. Then you scroll at the very bottom, which is here, you'll see dance in Uganda. My device is automatically, I enabled device. I think Chris will show us that. I enabled the desktop view. So most of the times, if you're searching using your device, you'll find that it will be displaying in this format where it is. But if you're going to edit using the mobile view, I recommend that you go within your settings and you search for at least, let me turn off the dark mode. So you at least look for request for desktop site or you request for desktop view, depending. So when you click on it, then it brings this interface. It is very important when you're especially editing the article. That one. So dances and most of the things we are going to be documenting. So this is going to be our, say, like center point where, or reference point where we can go. We are looking at the art, the cultural art. Someone is making a face mask or gorilla mask here. Even someone is weaving a basket. These baskets are usually used for kalo, keeping grains and most of that. Someone is doing the pottery here. And so most of the things we can put, we have the meals that we are eating here, and even we have some luombo here. So all these images that we are putting up here, they're really going to, this is a shabwe, the one we are looking at our screen. So even now you see costumes, attires. So literally it is a very broad scope that we are going to be writing articles about. So you can create Wikidata, you can create Wikipedia articles, you can edit those old articles, sorry, not all the existing articles that are there, and you put anything that is there. Have festivals, the Mbalu, even we have some cultural dances that we don't know about. So for example, Olusumba. So Olusumba is within the Konjo culture, but most of the time, even actually you can write about people or tribes that we've been having. So if you search, say, for example, about Konjo people, so you're going to find that this is the table of contents. If I might check that you find most of our traditions are lacking on Wikipedia. Let me just put it in this mobile site so that it is easier to navigate. But you find that you'll find that most of our culture or traditions or what is missing, or they're missing on our traditional articles or people articles. So religion is there, origins, where did the people come, family breakdown, so who is different families, father, son, daughter. So even you find that now, so for example, this one, the name of the father in Lukonjo is missing, the daughter, the aunt, what are those names in Lukonjo that are missing? How do we name the children? So we put here Baluku, and so there are different names, and you find that in Uganda, you find that Vana Barudio Lulangira, so those names, you find that those names are for maybe the royal family and all that. So even you find you have different ceremonies, circumcision ritual, you find that it is there, even people who participated, and most of those things, you'll find that they are missing. Then also marriage. How do you marriage? Why do you take this and that? Booking of spices, how did they used to do it in the old traditions? So you can choose to write, say, about your culture, or you can choose to write you're interested in, not that it is a must to only write. If you're Mkonjo, you write about Mkonjo. If you're Muganda, you write about any article that you're in, or whatever language you're conversant in, you find that you can write about it. So these ones are more details, maybe, so even the music, what music do they put? There's dances, you see Endara, Omukumu Chikiri. So what is Endara or Mukumu? What are these dances that are people trying to do? Even you find that the kings, and how many kings do we have? They are here, and also they tell you that see other people. Then even you can look at Sevaganda. So when you look at, say, the Baganda article, you're going to find that we have only the history, where did they come, the creation myth of people and all that. So, but you'll find that what about wedding? How do we do the weddings? What dances, maybe nurturing of the kids, Nazikono, let me just say Nazikono. So you find that when you compare, say, the Konjo people article and the Baganda article, you find that there are some things that are missing. So it's up to us to push for writing of these articles. So even when you look at Buganda Kingdom, you'll find that, yes, some clans are there. So you're going to see military structure, culture and society, women and power. And you find that, so what about the clans of Buganda? You'll find that, are they all documented? Are they all written about? So those are some of the questions that are always there. Remember, someone wrote about the clans of Uganda. I don't know whether all were documented, but it's upon us to put this. So basically, we are preserving our culture for this Mpologoma clan, the Gave clan. So someone wrote about the Mpologoma clan, where their offices and all that. Let me put it back to desktop site. So sometimes you just have to remove this M that is within the link here. And yeah, it brings this. So we have these clan names. You find that clan names of people who belong to Mpologoma clan. So what do they mean, and the stories behind about gods and all that. So even you see there's a category here, clans of Uganda. And you might find that some that have been documented are these ones, Chive, Lugave, and is there a clan that is missing? And more about that. So even when you find, so when we jump still on Wikidata, let me go to the Wikidata item of this. So you'll find that we have English Wikipedia. So if we try to search for Luganda, to search maybe for Lugave to see if If it, if it has been translated, I'm not seeing the Lugave clan article, whether it has been translated into Luganda. So you might find that you're going to come to these clans of Uganda and you translate them into Luganda. Also, you can create new articles on Luganda, or you can choose to translate. Yes. So I think I've exhausted most of the things, unless I've left out something. Maybe Cora, you can remind me, Drake, you can remind me, or even Chris. So let me check whether in the chat we have, yes, Geoffrey, Baluku means firstborn. And so someone is saying that I want to learn how to edit practically. Yes, so for this session, not to make it very long, we have our Chris is going to walk us through how to edit, but also on our YouTube channel. On our YouTube channel, also. Oh, sorry, I was not sharing my screen. Let me share again. Wambale is the second born in the males. So meaning you can share Wiki Luo. Wants to know if you can do the Wiki Luo. It has to first go through incubation. If you can set up a team of people who can translate within Luo, then we can see how it comes into life. But all languages can be translated. Yes, Wikipedia supports over 330 languages, and more are still coming up. So still you can start the Nyankole Wikipedia, you can start the Luganda Wikipedia. I mean, sorry, Luganda is already existing. Say the Konjo, and maybe what I didn't show you within the writing style, which is important. In Lukonjo, let me use Lukonjo, we don't have letter J. So meaning instead of saying Bakonjo, it is Bakonzo. So the J is translated into, is converted into Z. Bakonzo, Lukonzo, Mukonzo. That's also the language, say phonetics or grammar. So when you come on search for our YouTube channel, which is Wikimedia Uganda, you can search Wikimedia Uganda, Wikimedia Community User Group Uganda. We have playlists. So there is this one, which is the contributing to Wikimedia Commons if you want to learn how to upload images. And there is an image of Luwombo there. So they're in parts contributing to Wikimedia Commons here. And when you play this video, then you can cancel this. Within the description, when you click on more, they will show you what you expect within this video, how to access Wikimedia Commons, how to create an account, types of photography competitions, and do's and don'ts on Wikimedia and all that. So it becomes a little bit easier when you first watch these videos and you come and start contributing. And also we have another video for those interested in editing articles on Wikipedia. Still, it is also converted. Still, when you say how to get started with Wikipedia, assume you don't have an account. Then also more, when you click on more, you'll find that you log in, access. So when you go to the description of the video, you can say that maybe I know I have already an account, I know how to search some policies, I know, let me just skip this part. Then I go to, say for example, part 2, which is here. The interface might be a little bit different, or sometimes they keep updating Wikipedia. So say, for example, someone who wants to get started within the draft space, you'll see that within the description, we have how to search existing articles in other spaces, user draft and all that, how to edit Wikipedia using headings and citations and all that. So most of the breakdowns are already on our YouTube channel. But still, if you face a challenge, then still you can reach out to either the main group or within the Wiki Loves Folklore group. And still, if you find something is missing or you want us to update it, then it is going to be added there. So those That is what we have. So Lugave, you'll find that most of this is what we have on Wikidata. So these are the images. Someone went and took this image and uploaded it there. Maybe a quick one is most of these images, they're supposed to be having metadata. The ones you're not going to download these images from, say, Facebook, X, or LinkedIn, and wherever they are. It's good that you upload these images. So metadata basically is when you use that photo of yours, your phone of yours to capture an image or record a video. So this is the metadata. What camera are you using? Then you find which software. So use Windows photo editor. Then you find even sometimes you can turn on the location, the flash identifier. So if the metadata is not there, then yes, even though we want your images, the foundation wants your images, but they are not really sure whether that image is yours. So for purposes of copyright protection, that image will be deleted until you say that I took this image using my phone. Yes, so the site still can be accessed via phone or just if you want a desktop, you can do that. So, and another thing that I recommend is when you're transferring your images, please don't use WhatsApp. WhatsApp usually scraps off that metadata. You'll find that you took the image using your phone, but when you share it via WhatsApp, that information is going to be deleted. Either you can use Google Drive and you upload them on Google Drive, so you access them on your desktop. And but why go through that hassle? Yet you can upload these images directly from the phone onto Wikimedia Commons. Or if you have lots of images, then I recommend that you use a USB to transfer the images from your phone onto that. Wikimedia Commons is very strict on copyright. That is very important. You're going to upload 100 images, and those images will be deleted. They might be deleted today, it might be deleted after 1 year, or even immediately. And you find that, yes, you're donating your images or giving out your images, but it is very important to upload images with metadata. Yes. So I don't know whether there is any question. If there is no any question, then I hand over back to you, Drake. I'll be following in the chat, responding to the questions. And still, in case it pops up, then please feel free to share. We shall be supporting to the people writing. And to our new editors, in case you want to publish an article, I recommend that you use the sandbox. Use the sandbox so that we can help you edit and maybe get used to the policies, and also we can be able to help you review the article before you publish it. Because if you publish it when it is not meeting the standards, then still you'll find that it is going to be deleted. So write the stories behind those images. Back to you, Drake. Thank you for listening to me.
Thank you so much, Brian, for this elaborate explanation. It has been very, very, very articulate and very helpful, I would think, to the whole community. But without wasting time, Drake is in a meeting right now, but without wasting any more time, you have been within time. Thank you very much for that. Without wasting time, I'd like Chris to be introduced in this next item, and his topic of the day is going to be how to upload photos on the Wikimedia Commons using the desktop and the mobile. I think you have mentioned a bit of a gentle blend of both, but Chris is going to take us into the intricate knowledge of the above. Thank you very much. Over to you, Chris.
Thank you, Frank.
Thank you, Brian, for giving us an insight about how we can contribute and the various ways we can contribute. And among other ways Brian talked about is contributing by uploading media on Wikimedia Commons. So what's Wikimedia Commons? It's like the photo database or the media database for the user, for the Wikimedia Foundation, which is open to everyone. Everyone is free to access a photo from there and use it depending on the different licenses. But at the end of the day, this information is free to everyone across the globe. So it's our collective effort to also contribute towards this open knowledge information. Through this campaign, we shall be specifically dropping in photos about our culture, our tradition, the cuisines, the different things which define us specifically, our cultures, etc., etc. And I'll be briefly taking us through how we can upload a photo. How you can take a photo, I guess everyone is aware about how you can take a photo. Depending on the gadget you're using, you might see something which is so intriguing and you feel like you should share with the public. The world need to know about that. You may have visited some mukolo and you see some traditional dances, and before you know it, you can take a video. You see some traditional food, that food where they give them go etc, etc. Depending on your tradition, there is a lot you can share with the world. And how can you do that? Yes, we can do that by uploading it on Wikimedia Commons. And the world will know about it. So let me share my screen so that we can dive into how best we can. Oh, just a second. So this is our website, the landing page for Wiki Loves Folklore for this year, 2025. And on this page, yes, they try to elaborate how we can do this, the scope, the theme we are talking about, prices, the timeline, what we want accept. We want to accept media data out of common project scope. So in whatever you're doing, yes, we like you to contribute to this project, and yes, still you can upload different photos dependingly. But however, you should put it into consideration that in case we are going to be awarding the winners, we shall appreciate the different photos you have uploaded, but we shall strictly grade those ones which are related to the project. So in case you're uploading, yes, upload different photos, it's very fine. However, you should also put into consideration that upload things which are related to this topic, to this campaign, the Wiki Loves Folklore. And also, when you're uploading, you should put into consideration that photos or media which lack AXIF information might be deleted. This is photos which are lacking, I can simply say metadata, the details about that photo. When you take a photo or when you're up, you take a photo, there is some information which is automatically captured along the photo, depending on your camera setting and depending on and some of this information defines the photo that you are the right owner. So photos which can't really tell that you are the owner of this photo won't be accepted in this campaign. Photos that are excessive processed and digitally altered. Yes, at the end of the day, you can get a photo and do what? And do some editing. It's allowed to increase the brightness, to increase this. But there is where you can do it and it's beyond the original that you have over edited the photo and someone can't really tell more about this. So such photos will be not accepted. And also there is AI. We are currently in a regime of AI where everything is possible. By just a prompt, you can get whatever you want. You can get a photo you want. So such photos which are AI generated won't be accepted in the campaign. Pornographic and explicit images. Those images of PG 18 plus lamps, please don't upload them. They will be deleted and they won't be accepted during this campaign. And also artwork due to copyright issues. Some people, after taking photos, they choose to add in maybe Chris art. You choose to put in your logo. You put in something to identify you. I would advise it in case for this purpose, you are not, it's not advisable to do what? To proceed watermarking, putting copyright etc. on your photos, which you're uploading. And also there are those who may, their phone cameras, when they take a photo, it can tell that this photo is taken from Samsung this, Samsung this. So in case you're uploading a photo or you're taking a photo specifically for this campaign, it's advisable to remove off that signature from the company signature to market their phone, maybe Samsung S25, etc. It's advisable you remove off that signature when you're taking this photo. Or in case you take a photo and that signature, that watermark for a company, the camera type, the phone type is still on, you can crop it out when you upload it on Wikimedia Commons. So that, yes, your photo can still be accepted as long as you can crop out. This was talked about. So I'll dive into how can we contribute. On this page, we have this upload button. Oh, before I go into that, Brian, yes, please, Brian, I'll request you to take over.
Okay, thank you, Chris.
Hello, you're most welcome, Mr. Wang.
Okay, so I'm going to, since Chris has gotten busy, so still I'm going to go to our main page or our main interface. So I'm going to put back this one in the mobile site. Okay, it is loading. Faith, confirm whether you can see my screen.
Confirmed.
Okay, thank you. So most of us, when we log onto the mobile interface, this is what we are going to be seeing. So this is our first page. The rules of the campaign are there, the scope, so the prizes, the timeline. I think it is going to be edited since we are starting today. So Chris has talked about what we don't accept out of scope. Metadata has to be there. Don't over edit images so that it loses the focus on what you're trying to do. Don't take artwork, the paintings and the different people. And most importantly, these categories here that you're seeing on my screen, saying for images, we're going to be using images from Wiki Loves Folklore 2025 in Uganda. Also, you have videos here. So for people who are editing Wikipedia articles, then also we're going to be having something like dance in Uganda or dance of Uganda, Ugandan cuisine or cuisine of Uganda. So that's how you play around that. Also more into culture and all that. So still you can check out the winners for last time. So then you can see what you can upload here. So how do we upload images? First of all, it is very important that you need to log in. So for the interface, below the word Wikimedia Commons, there are these 3 dashes or the hamburg icon. So when you click on it, then you will put on login. So also for editing Wikipedia, you can edit Wikipedia without logging in. But if you want your contributions to be attributed to you, it is always important to log in, so that we track or maybe attribution and all that. But if you don't log in, then your contributions are going to be attached to an IP address that you're currently using as that. So mine just logged me directly because of the cookies. Let me try logging out again so that I can. So when you click on the hamburg icon, the 3 dashes, so they bring the login button there. So click on login. So for yours, yeah, this is the page I wanted. So it will bring an interface like this. So you have to you have to log in. So the beautiful bit with the Wikimedia projects, Wikidata, Wikimedia Commons, or even Wikipedia, you can use one account to log in. If you created an account on Wikipedia in a previous competition, say last year or this year, then you can just come and log in with your Wikipedia account here. So mine is there. And if you don't have an account, still you can scroll here. Then you click on join Wikimedia Commons. So tell you enter your username. Your username can be anything, but don't use abusive words or even those words that show threats. Say, for example, saying that terrorist so and so, or terrorist John, or those abusive words. Please don't use them. And also your password can be here. And also you enter your password. Then you enter your email address. Email address is always important in case you want to reset your password or you've forgotten your password. And also you can enter this captcha here. This one helps to detect whether it is a bot or someone wrote a certain program to automatically log in or bring a lot of traffic to the site. If the word is hard, then you can click on refresh. They bring for you another word. So the word you're interested in writing is this bold word, say tacos hard. Then you write it here. So tacos hard. Then after you create your account. So I'm going to go, let me push this one. So I'm going to go back since I already have an account. So you can choose to keep me logged in for a year if you're going to be using that machine for a long period of time. And to some of us still who forgot the password, you can click on enter the username, forgot the password. Then you enter your email address here. Then you'll be able to reset your password. So I saved mine. Then click on login. So it shows you this interface. So we still have the hamburg icon on the left before the word Wikimedia Commons. So it will show you something. It won't show you login here. It can show you the recent changes that you made. And also you can see that when you click on this avatar icon here, then they can show you your username. The moment you see your username, contributions, and all that, log out, then you can confirm that you are logged in. So now the next step is to go on uploading the images. So on uploading the images, there is find that we added also an upload button here. We are going to come back to that. So still when you scroll down, you're going to see the same things that are here. So to change into the mobile view, or if you want to upload, you can just come here and click on the upload now. So for the upload now is going to show you that Wiki Loves Folklore has not yet started. So this upload feature was aligning with the one of the international competition. So the moment you upload using this button, you'll find that your images are automatically going to be going to also into the international competition. You're going to be participating in both. So if I might go back, So you can still choose to say, I usually prefer using the desktop mode. It is a bit easier and it shows a lot of features that you as a person, you can use. So the mobile interface is always limited, or it hides some features and you have to identify where exactly to find them. At times it is challenging. So when you have to go and within your settings, others you'll be having like these three dots in the bottom or on the top or within settings. So it's always recommended that you look for the desktop site or the desktop mode. Is also very important. Or even you can choose to click on, let me first use this. So when you click on Wikimedia Commons here, the logo, the word, it is going to take you directly to the homepage. So this homepage is, they usually put their picture of the day, media of the day, and most of the things, even the monthly photography challenge. So in case you're on this page of ours, what you just need to do is you click on this Wikimedia Commons logo. Then it takes you to the home page. Then what you'll need to do is click on the home, the upload button, which is here. So when you click on the upload, then they're going to say that you drag files here or you select files here. So if you're using a desktop and you have the files in the folder, you can upload all the images here. So using this upload wizard, you can upload up to, I think, 100 images at a go, all of them, if they are related. So I recommend before uploading, it's always better you first categorize your images into, like, we say this is food, these are dances, so you maybe went to a place, say for example Tanda Pits, then you can say create like a subfolder and say these are Tanda Pits, so for easy naming of the images and uploading them all at once, as we're going to see. Or you can just click on select media files to share. So when you click, depending on your phone, they can either ask you for gallery or Google Photos or something. So I'm going to be using photo library here so that I be able to access. So it is going to ask you which images do you want to upload. So you can choose to upload one image. So for example, this one, and then you choose say add or upload. So it's going to begin uploading. So there is this car moving icon. It usually shows you the progress of your upload. Even down here, they always show you that progress bar, that the image is like how it is moving. I'm going to upload another one. So you can choose to click on continue, or you can say, hey, I wanted to upload a second image. So there is this option here for add more files. So still you can click on add more files, then still you choose, I say, let me also add this one. So when you check below here, there's this progress bar that shows you that how the upload is moving, the progress of that upload. So just for processing files and so finished. So it shows you this green check here. When you see this green check, that means it has successfully loaded the image. Sometimes you might see it is a red circle with an exclamation mark in there. So if that happens and you scroll down here, before this word continue, you will see something like try, failed, uploads. Let me first, you can remove as I clicked on remove. So you can choose to click on continue. So they're going to ask you that all media are free for anyone to use and share and all that. So they are going to ask you, this work was created by me or anyone is free to use it. So you have to choose and select these options. So if it was not created, if this work was created by someone else, but it is free, then still you can click on, say for example, some websites you might find, say I have a personal website, then I uploaded that image, which is under the free license, which is Common Creative Commons, as you're going to see here. So they're saying that the creator has released or published this work under a free license. So this is where you go on a certain website and you see a freely licensed image. Initially, we mentioned that you're not supposed to download images from people's websites. But if that image is under a free license, you can download it and upload it here. But for now, let us leave that option. We shall check it out more. So if the person, the one who created the work, these are the other options that are going to come. They're going to ask you, what license are you trying to give here? When you click on the first option, then they choose Creative Commons Attribution 3.0. These are different licenses. And when you click on Learn More, you can see other options that are there. But basically what Creative Commons Attribution Share Alike, this is the license we usually use most of the times. So it can be abbreviated as CC. Let me just open it in another page here. So this is the license. It is abbreviated as CC BY SA 4.0. So they tell you what is it about. It means someone is free to share this image, copy or distribute for purposes, even commercially. So you can upload this image, someone can pick it and say choose to sell it or use it in a billboard or maybe on TV and all that. And still someone can remix, transform, build upon this material. So meaning if I pick your image, then I can add it on a poster, or maybe I can even crop out maybe a certain feature or something that I need. Even I can convert it into black and white and all that. But even though they're doing all that, they must say that this is the person that uploaded this image. So whether they put it on a billboard, whether they put it on a video, whether they put it, they need to give attribution that you're the one who took that image. Then also they share alike. So they're saying that once you transform everything that you've done, please, you need to share it under the same license that you use. So still you can, those are some of the licenses that we are using here. So still you'll find that, where did you get this? So maybe which website, then you put the link and who published this thing here. So you can put your name, because someone has picked that image. But what you're going to be using mostly is going to be this one of, this work was created by me or anyone, and anyone is free to use it. So then they're going to ask you again, is this entirely your own work? Yes, it was created by me. Then you might find that this work contains other works. So for example, when you look at the logo that we are sharing, the one for Wiki Loves Folklore Uganda, we are building upon the work of the designer who created that logo. So we need to say that this work contains works of others and it was under a free license. So then they tell you. So entirely created by me. Then also you need to choose the license. What license do you wish to publish this work under? So Creative Commons waiver, this one basically simply means everyone is free to use your work, and also whether they want to attribute you or not. They say that this person is the one who gave me who took this image. They can choose to appreciate or maybe attribute you. With the correct word is attribute. Say photo by, the way you see in new magazines or newspapers, they put photo by this person. So even Creative Commons, if you want people to attribute you, also that is someone requires to give appropriate credit. You need to give credit to me, whether you share this image as a free license or not, it is okay. So when we have this one of share alike, we have 4.0, we have Creative Commons Attribution 4.0, and also Creative Commons Attribution Share Alike 4.0. So the difference is share alike. Share alike means if you use this image, you must share it under the same license. If you don't, you've violated the copyright. But the one for 4.0, it is a must for me to attribute to you. Whether you want me to share it under the same license or not, that one is optional. So you choose which license, but most of the times, if you want to give entire copyrights for the greater good, it is okay. If you want to use 4.0, it is okay. But sometimes some competitions, they say it is supposed to be share alike 4.0. So that's what most competitions are usually using. So then you click, after selecting the license, you say this work was created by you, then entirely created by me, then the license is CC by SA 4.0. Then you click on next. So now the bit we've come to here is we need to enter the name or the title that is going to appear on our image. So the title, say we are all seeing that these are cassava leaves. So I'm going to put there, say maybe harvested. It is always important to name your images. If you might be asking yourself, what if the image is 100? We are going to jump onto that, going to see an example of that. So harvested cassava leaves. I'm going to say, I'm writing to be used or for sombe preparation. You can say sombe or sombe sauce or stew preparation. So the name is up to you. But most of the times when we are naming these images, it is always important to put there the keywords. Yes, for journalists or maybe the creators, let me use the word creatives, you'll find that you want to give a name to your image, maybe the morning rise or Mona Lisa or those different names. But if you name it that way, people are not going to be able to trace your image. If someone is looking for sombe images, he's going to come specifically looking for sombe. It's going to be looking for sombe. And that's where this word, the keyword sombe that you're seeing on the screen, is going to be helpful. So meaning if someone is searching, is going to find sombe. But you can say cassava leaves. Yes, someone can find cassava leaves online, but are they purposely meant for sombe? So for example, you're taking an image of a boat on Lake Victoria. It is always better to say like maybe MV Kalangala on Lake Victoria, so that when someone is searching for the keyword Lake Victoria, is going to find that image. You can say Lake Victoria in Uganda. You might find, say, there is another Lake Albert somewhere or Lake Victoria somewhere. It is also important to post, say, MV Kalangala on maybe Lake Albert in Uganda. Or you can put maybe Ham Towers or Crested Capital Building or Chint Building in Kampala, Uganda. So that someone automatically knows that, yes. Because if you take, say, maybe Serena Hotel and you upload, but where is it exactly? So it is always very important to say Serena Hotel in Kampala, say Uganda, something like that. So that someone can look at even the title and know exactly where the image is coming from. So the caption is that line that appears below. It can either be the same or it can be, even this one can change. It is not a must that it is supposed to be the way you wrote the title of the image. So sometimes you can find maybe sombe leaves, so maybe by, say, Brian or John or something. But this one can be edited. So most of the times I usually copy the title and put it here. So when we come to the description, they're asking, you can add the description in another language. So say, for example, Luganda. So the code for Luganda is LG. All these, they have, say, for English is EN. So they ask, is it American English, British English, or something? So even, say, some languages are not yet there. So say for French, you'll find that, say, it is FR, Francais. So maybe Yoruba, then you write that language. That is if you want to put another language. Then how do I? I'm using the mobile interface. So they usually display a delete button, something like remove for delete. So when you come to the description, they can ask you, do you want to use the same as the caption? Or you can choose to say that Sombe leaves. You can put something, say for example, Sombe leaves are usually harvested. Or cassava, you can say that cassava leaves that are meant, let me say, that are meant to be, or that are going to be used for sombe are usually harvested in the evening. So something like that. Or where did you get this image? Is there more context? So for example, maybe Queen Elizabeth has mammals and all this and this and this. So something like that. That is the description. So since this image date was created and first published, since this image was taken using the phone, so this date is going to populate itself automatically. But in case it doesn't, you can click on this calendar icon, then you choose the right date where it is going to, let me just copy this and I show you. Can put 9th, or can click here and, oh, sorry. So in case some images might show you that the date of creation is not there, but you can choose to say maybe it was created on 7, which is the date. Even you can add there the time if you know exactly the time when it was. But since the other one populated automatically, I'm going to put there the time when it was created. So when we come to here, additional information, they're going to ask you that main subjects. So this is where the main subjects is usually where we add the wiki data. What are you seeing within this image? And they want like a maximum of 3. So you're going to find these are cassava leaves. So main subjects, choose 3. So it is optional. You can fill it or you can leave it. So I'm going to search for cassava leaves. So it is going to populate. So there is this option for cassava leaves stew, which is sombe, or cassava leaves as you, there's always like a description, scientific published, we are looking for the cassava leaves that, sorry, for the phone you have to zoom in and zoom out. So when it shows you red, it is not existing. Let me choose this one since we are on sombe. We are seeing say sombe, but you can choose cassava leaves. The phone is just only block. If you're seeing a house, if you're seeing clouds, if you're seeing what, that's what you can put there. So I'm going to put there sombe. And still within the description, you can choose to even add say sombe. Maybe you add some context, which is cassava leaves stew. Yeah, so then you scroll down. So when we come here, this is where the category is very, very important. For us to be able to get those images that you uploaded, even though you join the dashboard, we can track whatever edits that you're making, but it is always important to add the categories that we have here. And those categories we are listed on our, let me look for Wiki Loves Folklore 2024 in Uganda. So those categories, in case you forget them, oh, this is for last year. Let me just only change the date here, 2025. So they are listed, the categories, they are listed here. So we are seeing that we have these images from Wiki Loves Folklore in Uganda 2024. You can copy or you can type. It is very sensitive. Case sensitive, meaning you need to get it right. And the moment it pops up, seeing the word is up and the one below, it means the category exists. But if it doesn't pop up, sometimes one letter is missing, is okay. And sometimes you'll find that there are also the ones for international competitions. The more you type, they're going to be showing images from Folklore 2025, there's Pakistan, Uruguay, India, and all that. So you can type in we need hours of, say, Uganda. So it pops up here. Then I click on category. So these categories help us to categorize most of those images. So that is what is showing. But still, you might find there are independent categories for Sombe. So Sombe also has another category. So you can even choose to, the first letter is always capital. So you're going to see there is Sombe here. So after adding that, but sometimes you might say, I'm looking for, say, maybe even say cuisine. So I'm just using this as say cuisine of Uganda. So see, cuisine of Uganda is existing, but if you search for something like cuisine in Uganda, it will not be existing. So you can play around the three words: cuisine in Uganda, cuisine of Uganda, cuisine from Uganda. That's how you can get some of those categories. So let me use this as another opportunity for, say, people want to write about dance. So if we search for dance in Uganda, it is not there. So what about if we search for dance from Uganda? It is not there. What about dance of Uganda? Oh, sorry, I've added an A. So dance of Uganda is exists. The moment it pops up, that's how you know that it exists. So even if you want to remove a category, you can click on that X and the category disappears. So cross-checking, if you've added the title, you've added the caption, you've added the description, the date is there. What are you seeing in the image? I'm seeing Sombe. Then category is important. So for those ones who are adding or uploading videos, so you have videos from Wiki Loves Folklore 2025 in Uganda. You see that it has given us two things, in Germany and in Uganda. So you click on the one of Uganda. But since this one is not a video, we are not going to add this category. So we are going to cancel this. So after there is this publish, if you stop here and you close your browser, you're going to lose your information. The images are not there. They are not yet on Commons until you click the word publish. So when you click publish, then it is going to start submitting. So when they show you this information, that's when you're going to see that you've uploaded. You can choose to upload more, or you can even click on this image that we've added right now. So they're going to show you the details, that captions are here, even the description is here. Then also who uploaded the image. So this is where the metadata is going to come, showing you that this image was taken on iPhone 8, then January. So this is the metadata or XIF information that we are talking about. Yes. So when we go to this first page of ours, so this number will be incrementing how many images have been uploaded so far. So it is going to upload later, but if you click on, say, this category, they're going to show you that this is the only image that is there that has been categorized. So that is the first image. So for the desktop, if you're going to go to the desktop view, let me go back to the upload panel or upload wizard here. So you can, if you've uploaded this image, you can choose to upload more files from here. But if you want the desktop site, you can either click on these three dots, then you choose desktop site. And if it does not bring that, then you can jump into the link here, up here, the URL. Then you remove this, if I might zoom, doesn't allow me to zoom. But what you want to remove is this M. It is commons.m.wikimedia. So we're going to remove that. We leave it commons.wikimedia.org so that it brings us this interface of the desktop site. So it is going to tell me desktop, you need to log in So the other one was remembering the mobile. So on the phone, it is always zoom in, zoom out. So you can click on the login button here in the top right. Then still it brings me to this upload panel. So for those using the computer, if you click on the logo of Wikimedia Commons, we have this upload button here that you can use, the one that is on the right. And also when you go on the left, there is this button also for upload. So whether you use the other button that is on the main page, or whether you use the button that is on the left panel in the sidebar, which is here, or whether you use the image, the upload button that is here, it is all going to lead you to the same thing, as long as you add the categories. So this is how it will appear still when you choose a file to upload when you're on the desktop. So you're going to find that still we are going to follow the same protocol or the same way of uploading these images. So still you go through continue and choose the same license the way it is. So it's up to you to choose which one you want. But I'm going to go back to the mobile site since most of us, we are using the mobile site. So I mentioned you click on the word Wikimedia Commons, so it takes you to the home page. So we've uploaded one image and we are going to upload multiple images at once. So you have 100 images, so you have 4 images and all that you want to, they are within the same location or they are on the same building. So the front view, the side view, the back view, the aerial view, and all that, and you want to upload them at once. Still, you can come to this same page. Then you click on select media files. Then we've uploaded the one of cassava leaves, so we can select whatever number of images that we want. Then you click on add. So down this way, they're going to be estimating the time that you're uploading 5 images, and they're going to take about 4 or 10 minutes, something, depending on your internet speed. It's always very, very important not to leave this page. Most of the times, if you leave this page, then you're going to find that the upload is going to cancel or it is going to stop. So you see that I've already received the exclamation marks on my uploads here. So this one usually happens when you find that the internet speed or the internet connectivity is a bit slow or is a bit poor. Yeah, so they're showing you error. So how do we resolve this? You just scroll down and you see that telling you retry failed uploads. So sometimes you might find that if you have lots of images, then still you can say reduce on the number of the images that you're trying to upload. Even sometimes you can just decide to refresh and say, let me leave. Yeah, so you can refresh and the other uploads that you had made, of course, they will disappear. Then you select the images, then you click on add. So in case you see that they are really taking long, so after refreshing, I'm seeing that there is some progress that is ongoing. So they'll be showing you it is moving. So then you're going to see that one uploaded, the rest didn't upload. So still you can choose to continue if you want to leave the other ones, or you can try the failed upload. So that one also happens. So once in a while, based on your internet speed and all that. So that one always happens. So they show you 4 out of 5 and all that. Yeah, finished. Good. So I don't know, it is switching. Yeah, so our images have uploaded. Then I can still add more, but we are going to click on continue. So now when you reach here, they're going to ask you provide some information for all files, or you want to provide information for each individual file. So if you click on this, that means you need to select a license and what and all. But if you choose all this, meaning the license information is going to be the same. So these works are entirely created by me. And also they are entirely created by me. Are these entirely yours? Yes, you need to confirm. So this is like you're releasing rights to the Wikimedia Foundation, to Wikimedia Commons. So I'm going to use attribution, share alike. That is the default for most campaigns. Others use whether. Some competitions are specific that you use. It's the attribution, share alike. So next. So when you scroll down here, still you're going to see they're the same parameters, and choose to say a caption or that I don't want. But now when you see we've gotten copy information to other uploads. So what do you want to copy below? So you can choose to name these images individually, or you can choose to name. So to name, or you can first name other fields that are there. So what I'm going to do is, if I might check one of the images here. So I'm just going to copy this description here for purposes of saving time. I'm going to copy that. So I come here. I want the description to be the same. So I'm just going to paste the description here. Then also I can come and say this is also Sombe, Ugandan stew. Then for the categories, remember I said that the categories has to be images from Wiki Loves Folklore 2025 in Uganda. So you put the categories there. Then also we have the zombie category for our stew. You can put one. That is very fine. So I don't have the location, latitude and longitude. If I turned on my camera, in case I was taking this image of this building, then I can choose to, they populate themselves automatically. Or even you can go say on OpenStreetMap or Google Maps and you get that location and you put there. But it is better to turn on your camera location, maybe for privacy. If you're concerned about privacy, then you can turn it off. And sometimes you find that if you turn on battery saver, the camera information is not going to come because the phone is saving battery and it turns off some services like location detection and all that. So here we are seeing that we can't see this image is say of Sombe, everything, because here we are seeing Sombe is being pounded. And also here we are seeing Sombe is in the saucepan. So we can't say that we are going to use the same name throughout, but we can choose the common categories or common parameters such as subject, image is going to be, category is going to remain the same. Even the description is going to remain the same, but the captions are going to be different. So you first populate the first image, which is this. Then you come to copy information to other files. So if this was a building, say Mapera House, I would put Mapera House in Kampala, Uganda, then I was going to copy everything. So here they're going to ask you, what do you want to copy? So do you want to copy the title? No, I don't want to copy the title, so I uncheck it because they're different titles. Do you want to copy the same caption? No, excuse me. No, I don't want because they're going to be different. So what about the date of creation? The date of creation is also going to be different. It can be the same, but most of the times if we check, this image was taken at 1400 hours. Then when you scroll down to this one, it was taken at 1305 hours. And when you scroll down, this one was taken at 1352. So meaning the time can be different, and this one also is always important. So maybe if you're taking images for time-sensitive things, say maybe you're taking an image of a lake or maybe rain or a forest at different times. So we are not going to copy the date of creation. So main subjects, yes, these ones, we're seeing it is Sombe, or even we can add, you can choose the common one. Then also we want to copy categories. Categories, location can be different. So after selecting what you want, then you're going to click on copy selections to other images. So before clicking on it, you're going to see that we don't have the categories here. But the moment we click on copy to other selections, it is going to show you this word, copied. So when you scroll, you're going to see that they have populated the categories for us. So that one saves time. So now I'm going to come, if we are copying the same names, maybe let me just use it for illustration purposes. If I'm going to name this one Sombe, using Dombe. So if this one's going to become Sombe, so the title has been used. Maybe let me use the Sombe sauce. I'm just using it as an example. Then I come to copy other information and I choose title. So we're going to see that here they're showing us image 6453, but the moment I click on copy to other files, they're going to rename this image to Sombe Source 2. Then the one below, it is going to become Sombe Source 3 until Sombe Source 100. That is how you can name all these multiple images at once. So I'm going to name these ones. So this is called Pinara. So this is called Pinara. I don't know the correct spelling. Pinara, or maybe Pinara Spice, or maybe Pinara, let me put spice, maybe that is used for Sombe preparation, Sombe sauce preparation. So seeing time, we have another meeting at 12, so time is just rushing very fast. So we leave that, then we go to the next image, then we can say maybe pounding of cassava leaves. Cassava leaves for Sombe preparation. I'm just naming them, but you can don't mind about the grammar. Just rushing through. So even this one. And we go to the third image. Then here we can say pounded cassava leaves mixed, say mixed with palm oil. So I copy this, then also I put it on the caption. I scroll down to this one. Still, it is the same as the first one. So this one is a bit mixed. So I'm putting palm oil 02. So we move. Then we put here. Then these are cassava leaves to be pounded. To be pounded to make Sombe. And then also the caption here. So editing on the phone is a bit slow. Then after populating your fields, then you just click on publish. Then they're going to load. They're going to be submitting this information. When you see a green check, it means those files have been uploaded. So they're telling you, thank you for contributing to free knowledge. So when you click on this, you'll see that the images, they have the person who uploaded, the description, and also the metadata. So still, when you come to this category of Sombe, so these are the images of Sombe that are there. So you're going to see that the images we've just uploaded within Sombe, they're here. So these are the like boiled Sombe leaves and all that. So that one is also important when you're categorizing. So like this is documenting the process. So this is the ready one and all that. This is when it is served and all that. So still when you click on an image, they can show you where this image is used. So they're telling it has been used on the Sombe English Wikipedia article, which is this. So this one has made us jump from uploading images on Wikimedia Commons to editing Wikipedia articles. So still this one I'm going to do a walkthrough. So you can, when you're writing an article on Wikipedia, then still you can look for an article that's similar to, you can go to the Ugandan cuisine that we uploaded the other side. Then you use this one as a benchmark for source if you have say Firinda, or if you have Malewa, if you have something. So we are looking at Sombe, known as a stew for preparation and all that. Let me convert this one into mobile site. So you're going to find that for the mobile site, this is how it appears. But when you want to edit this article, so you'll find that I haven't logged in. So it is also important to log in before editing any article. So when you click on edit this article, you're going to find that the interface is only going to bring for you the introduction that you're going to edit. So this is why it is better to change to the desktop view. So even when you come to the ingredients and you want to edit, so they're going to only show you the ingredients. So still here you can add whatever you want and all that. But still, if you want to reference, you're going to find that there's citation here. Then you can choose manual and all that, so that you add. So I'm going to discard these edits. So it is hard to edit the entire article when you're within the mobile view. You're only going to be editing different sections. But if you want to edit the entire article, then you can request for desktop mode. So when you request, then you remove this M also here. Oh, sorry. You click here, you're removing the M dot, so that it brings us this Wikipedia article. So still, these ones are explained in the other video. So still you can choose edit source. So when you choose edit source, then you can change to visual editor here, so that you can access the entire article that you want to edit. So that's how we can start our article. I mean, edit our article or improve our article on mobile. So for those who are interested more into writing the article, then still you can reach out to me. So even above here, we usually have the sandbox. If you want to write an article within the sandbox, so even you can search for your username here. So for example, let me search for say Macholi's sandbox. Just copy this, then you put say Macholi, put here, you type your username. So they're going to show you the different sandboxes that are there for Macholi. So this one is here. So if you want to still start another article within your sandbox, then say I want to write an article about maybe, let me put there Enfe. I saw there's that G-nut in chicken in G-nut soup. So just search the way it is. Then they tell me the page does not exist. Then I click on edit sandbox here. Then I start typing my things here. So since it is a sandbox, I'm not worried whether I'm going to be penalized or not. It is my practice space. So then I will click on publish. Or let me just put, let me just create it. Maybe this page. Then I publish. So it appears. So it is reloading. Yeah, so if I want to edit and add something, still I can come. If I have this page here, then say for example, I'm on Wikipedia, can come on the search bar here, then I paste. So I'm searching for the pages containing this sandbox. Then they will show it to me here. So then we go. Faith, do we have any question at the moment? Or I've been too fast?
No, you have been moderately fair. But there's a question in the inbox. Maybe you can check it out and see if it's relevant enough. Yeah.
Okay, let me check out one. Let me first stop sharing my screen. Okay. So suppose I click on a box saying this is not my work, or I generated this work using AI. Is my image still accepted, or there are more guidelines to use? So according to what Chris shared on our page, images generated by AI are not really allowed or accepted because AI leans on multiple sources of information to generate an image about a certain culture that at times they're not conversant with. So AI basically usually learns from multiple sources of information to generate an image. They might generate for you. Say, for example, if you say generate for me a Uganda woman dressed in a gomesi, it is just only going to mix up the tones of, say, black people, and it generates. But how sure are we that person is, say, a Uganda person, is a Mkonji, is a Mnyankore, Iteso, something like that. We are not sure about that. That's why they don't second us using AI. And how are we going to say that this fabric is from a certain location? But if I take my image, the camera information is on, and I upload that image, I can say the coordinate information is there. Check where that coordinate information is coming from. Then I upload it. So still, if they see it was taken by a phone, it means you went to that place and added it there. Yes, image manipulation is there and all that, but most of the times this is important. You just put it. So we don't upload by AI. And on the bit of, if you choose this is not my work, that means you need to, if I may show a quick sample here, that means you need to choose sharing. Let me go back to Wikimedia Commons, and I try to upload another image. I'm going to use this, and if you try to upload the second image, they usually show you that that image is already existing on Wikimedia Commons. So you see, they're telling this file is a duplicate of the following titles that are there, so it will not allow you to proceed. So you can remove it when you click on remove. So you can choose, say, another image that you're going to say upload. Let me choose this poster. So I want to upload this poster, and it is not my work. So I'm going to click continue. Then I choose this work was created by someone else who is free to share, or this work is work for others. Then they will ask you, was it published under the Creative Commons license? If you click yes, then which license? Say, was it something wanted to share this work as created by someone else? Then they ask you which license was it. Then you need to choose the license, say maybe Creative Commons. That information is usually set there. You can say this work is not protected by copyright law. So for example, if it is in the public domain. So different countries, they have different public domains. Some say that counting 70 years from when the creator of that work passes on, then it will be released in the public domain. What do I mean? If I create an image and I pass on or I die, they're going to say this work is going to be copyrighted for the next 70 years, 50 years, and all that. Then it will be released into the public domain. I don't know, is it free to share? Then they tell you don't upload that file. But if it is under the Creative Commons, you choose the license under which it is uploaded, then they are going to ask you, where did you get this file. If you have a link, say maybe I'm using Facebook, that's the one that has come in mind, but hasn't to be there. So you find that one, or you can find maybe say brand photography. It's where I put my image. I say brand photography, say maybe I upload their wallpapers and something, then I'll put the link there. So who took this image? Then I'll say that brand is the one who took that image. Then I click next. So when those images will be uploaded, maybe I can show you an example of the works that I think were uploaded yesterday. Let me choose. Yeah, there's this one, Bridge the Gender Gap by Samuel and Novity. So you're going to find that when you choose the other things that I've chosen, so they're going to ask you, where is the source of the audio? So the source of audio was submitted during the Art and Feminism 2024 in Uganda. And who is the author of this? So these are the people who wrote. So was this work submitted under the free license? Yes. So they agreed to the terms and conditions of Art and Feminism 2024 that this work will be shared on Creative Commons, which is a free license. So they're going to show you that this work was uploaded by Brian. I uploaded the work, but the work is not mine. So that one, I believe I've answered it. So still, when you look at Women Are Not Flowers, against it is going to be the same thing. You put there the author and also where did you get the image, and that is also the link. But the image was uploaded by this user. So that is how we handle.
Brian?
Yes, please.
Yeah, only less than 10 minutes, but there was another question in the chat that said, is there a way you can enable us, like help us upload videos or audios? Do you think you have time for that?
I'm going to show a quick overview. So for videos and uploads, you have to first convert them to Wikimedia Commons. So we have a tool that does the uploading of videos. It's called Video to Commons. So you can search for a tool called Video to Commons. Let me search. Sometimes it is on and off. I think .toolforge. Yeah. So if you look at this link, it is Video to Commons. Let me click on this. So the link is video to commons.toolforge.org. So yeah, we have to be having a Wikimedia Commons account. So again, when you click on it, it is going to say, allow me to add this task. So when you add a task, then they're going to ask you that, please upload the file. What file do you want to upload? So here you will need to choose, click on here, search for maybe videos that you have. So if I choose this, maybe I click done. So they're going to show me that they're uploading that image. So they ask you, do you want to keep the audio or import subtitles? No, I don't want to keep the audio. I want to only keep the video. Then I click on next. So here on next, they're going to be asking you for the information. So they're going to ask you for the description. This is why it says Sombe does this and this and this. The date of creation, maybe 2025 on first and this. Then the source. So here on the source, maybe what I can do is when you come to Wikimedia Commons, and this one I'm checking it out. Still people can come in my inbox and we check it out together. So I'm trying to access one of the images. Well, let me choose the uploads here. So that I show you how you can get the different licenses. And just, this one is searching for images. Yes, oh, sorry. This one I wanted to download. What I wanted is to click on the link so that it takes me to this page. So if you want to get the fields to populate here, in this panel here, is you just come to this, then you'll find there is edit source here. So when you choose edit source, you're going to see that we have this information here, which is similar to
Brian.
Yes?
Brian, I'm sorry to cut you short, but our time is fast spent.
Okay, so maybe one last bit. So you can copy these fields here and you put them here. So those people can still come. But if you don't want to go through that, then you can use a conversion tool, which is Handbrake. You can get YouTube tutorials to get Handbrake, or even KDN Live, which is this tool. It is for desktop. Then you're going to convert it into WebM, which is a file format that we use, which is WebM. So that after converting in WebM, you upload them automatically. And for the audios, you need to convert them into .ogg. Yes, so back to you, Faith. Back to you, Faith. I think those who are interested in audios and videos, please reach out to me in my inbox, so that, or even any of the admins, so that we'll be able to take you through the process. Yes. My name on WhatsApp is, you'll see Balbury there. It is the name. So if you put the @Balbury, then the question, I'll be able to check it. Thank you, Faith. Back to you.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Brian, for your utmost deliberations. That has been a very perfect presentation, and everyone that has presented. As we are coming to the close of this session, I'd like to thank you all. My heartfelt gratitude to all of you who have participated in this meeting to ensure that our cultural heritage is going to be preserved. I want to thank the organizing team for putting this together and seeing that we have all these beautiful resources ahead of us. Without wasting time, without further ado, I would like to introduce Interest Drake in providing us with a group photo. And then afterwards, we can actually prepare for our next meeting, which is at midday. So Drake, are you ready with a group photo? Guys, if you can expose your cameras, if you're not ashamed of where you are right now, just put on your audio, put on your videos rather, put on your video so that we can have a group photo. Yeah, thank you. Drake, are you ready with a group photo? Drake.
Someone help. My machine is not working. Get someone help. It's stuck.
Okay, Chris, are you ready with a group photo? Next meeting link. Yeah, thank you very much for that, Chris, for being our technical person. However, is it possible for you to give us a group photo, or we can leave it at that?
I'm joining via mobile gadget of the forum specifically. I'm joining via phone, so it may be able to take a photo.
Okay.
But if someone is joining laptop, can take a photo.
All right then. So we are not going to have a group photo. It looks like we aren't, but I'd like to thank you all once again for participating in this meeting as we prepare for an actual physical meeting. Thank you all, and see you next time when we have to meet.
Faith?
Yes.
Maybe a reminder for the board meeting. Yeah, so after this, we have a Wiki Uganda board meeting that is going to be happening. So please ensure that you attend the meeting. The link was shared within the WhatsApp group. and it is going to be shared. It is going to be starting within the next 5 minutes.
Okay, then. Feel free to leave at will. Thank you.
Okay, let me share the link within the chat.
The machine is working, so you can put on your videos. So.
Okay, it is fine. Those ones who are putting there, then drag Q text.
This is what you're going to say. They will give reports.
Drake, hope you've taken.
I have, thanks.
So